in our world today. A lot of people are chicken. A lot of people are scaredy cats. Like, I don't know. If you have the bravery to jump out of a plane or to do all these YOLO moments, then take a YOLO moment to really be dedicated to someone else. To me, this world is totally upside down. Like, you want to be brave, you're not brave. Sometimes you have to be committed to someone else to really show, like, hey, I'm brave, I'm committed, I'm scared, but I want to do this with someone else.
Hello, everyone. We just want to take a quick moment to share our story, our testimony. And you're probably wondering how we made this happen in less than 100 days and all the stories behind it. So we just want to take a few minutes to share that with you before we seal the deal.
This has been a crazy ride. We've only known each other for about like 2 years or so. We're getting married within 2 years, so that's not your normal standard story, but when God is in the middle and when God takes over, certain things happen like that. So we just want to share that story with you guys today.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
How did Andres and I meet?
I was going to volunteer. It was a Saturday morning. I was going to volunteer at a Alpha conference.
I was looking for a job. I was right out of, getting ready to graduate college. And I was kind of reaching a point where like the last thing I was looking for was my future husband.
Before we even met, I just prayed this prayer where Us, there has been difficult moments, but
if we didn't know that God calls us to forgive, that if we didn't know that God calls us to ask Him for our deepest desires, then it'd be really hard to push forward. Like, we couldn't do it with our own strength. Without God, we probably wouldn't be here united today getting married. So I think that has helped me grow in God, but I think also Andres has such a passion for God. Like, Andres has such a passion for Christ that it's contagious. You know, like when I first started dating Andres, I refused to pray out loud. Like, I remember that he was kind of pushing me to like pray at night with him, and I'm like, yeah, you got this, I'm good. Like, I pray in my head, that's how I've always prayed, like, we're good. But little by little, I started seeing how, because Andres was praying out loud and saying things with authority in God and all of that if I did those things too, God could continue to work with me and continue to answer prayers. You know, like Andres and I prayed before we found our apartment, and we found our apartment in the least of likely places. And it's a beautiful apartment, and I truly believe that if we didn't pray, we wouldn't have found our apartment on the first try. Like God is just that cool and awesome. So I think it's just in those little things, you know, to have someone pray with you when things are difficult. That's something that's much more valuable than any money that someone could give you. Like, that's more valuable than him buying me a Ferrari. But don't tell him that, because I still want him to get me that Ferrari.